So welcome back to television.
Oh, thank you.
What was it really about this role that made you want to join Salem?
I think it was sort of the time period, which was something that I hadn't really explored in like the beginning of America, and the supernatural element. It was just something that I haven't done before, and I was excited to work for a new cable network. I think a lot of the stuff that I'm interested in is usually cable shows, so to get it to be a bit grittier. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys have only shot the pilot so far, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So how much do you actually know of your character's arc for the first season? Are you kind of
very little actually? I kind of like it that way because you start to preempt things as an actor if you know where you're going. So it's quite nice to let it unfold, and that's one thing that I do love about TV is you don't know the ending. So I think even the stuff that you do as you're on set can influence the writers as well. So it's quite exciting.
What about, whether it's the cast, what's really most exciting to you about this character? Like, are you really excited to work with a particular actor? Are you really excited to get to do something that you can tease?
I think it's playing somebody who is really ruthless, really dark, and powerful, which I've not had a chance to do yet. And it honestly is sometimes like a challenge because I can find myself staying in Mary, and I can get quite cold on set, which is not me at all. I'm usually so warm and friendly, but there's something about her that like I feel my energy shift, and it's hard to come out of it. So basically, I'm just a bitch on set.
Were you really familiar with the Salem witch trials, or did you kind of have to read up before?
No, I was. No, I definitely was. Although as familiar as most people are, but I've still done a lot of research.
Right.
But mainly my research, I trust the writers on the historical stuff, was more on sort of like watching stuff for accent and for like time period, and then on Wiccan, like witches and like women and like nature, which is where it all comes from.
Right.
And there really are people who are witches today. I'm not like it's not
right.
black magic necessarily, but it's an interesting time period. And the guy who created Wiccan was from near where I'm from in England, so that was really interesting.
Great. Well, if anyone is kind of having doubts about why they should watch the show, why do you think they should watch this series?
I just think there's nothing like it, and I think it's honestly I'm so excited about it. It's from the sets to the stories to the other actors. From just seeing the trailer, I would watch this show. I know I would, and you don't always feel that way when you're an actor. Like you take jobs and you like the story and stuff, but from what I actually watch, this is something that I would watch.